Welcome to my channel official history of coins episode of CoinQuest, your ultimate destination for uncovering the hidden treasures and rare gems lurking in your pocket change. Today, we are diving deep into the world of big, beautiful copper-nickel dollars as we shine our spotlight on the iconic Eisenhower series. Let's get started. The pantheon of modern American coinage. Few issues generate the fervent interest among numismatists as the 1972 Eisenhower dollar, particularly when the conversation turns to its most elusive and valuable varieties. While millions of these large-format clad dollars were produced to honor the late president and commemorate the Apollo 11 moon landing, a fascinating interplay of mint error and artistic revision birthed a coin that has become the undisputed key to the entire IkeDollar series. This isn't a coin merely collected, it is a coin pursued, a testament to how a subtle shift in a die can transform a common piece of currency into a coveted artifact. Its appeal lies not just in its silver content or its historical homage, but in the thrill of the hunt for a specific, rare reverse type that represents a pinnacle of modern coin collecting. The historical backdrop of the 1972 Eisenhower dollar is intrinsically linked to two monumental figures of the 20th century: the general who led Allied forces to victory in World War II and later became a popular two-term president, Dwight D. Eisenhower, and the awe-inspiring achievement of the United States lunar landing. Authorized by Congress in 1970, the coin was a dual tribute, with the obverse featuring a dignified portrait of Eisenhower by Frank Gasparo, the chief engraver of the USMint. The reverse, also designed by Gasparo, drew inspiration from the mission patch of Apollo 11, depicting a bald eagle landing on the moon's surface, an olive branch of peace in its talons, with the Earth visibly suspended in the distant lunar sky. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint without a mint mark, the 1972 dated circulation strike was part of the first wave of dollars that broke from the silver standard for everyday use, being composed of a copper-nickel clad outer layer over a pure copper core, a tangible symbol of a nation moving into a new, modern era. The unique features of the 1972 Philadelphia minted dollar are what elevate it from a historical keepsake to a numismatic treasure, but not all 1972 Philadelphia dollars are created equal. Collectors recognize three distinct reverse varieties for this year, designated as Type 1, Type 2, and Type 3, which are differentiated by the depiction of the Earth on the reverse. The Type 1 reverse shows the Earth with a flat, Bahamas-like appearance, while the Type 3 reverse presents a more accurate geographical representation with three distinct islands visible below Florida. However, the coin that commands the most profound respect and highest prices is the Type 2, often hailed by experts as the king of the Ikes. This variety features a distinctive rounded Earth, with islands that are flat, faint, and nearly indistinguishable. In high-grade mint state condition, the satiny luster of the clad surface, free from the heavy bag marks that plague the large dollar series, creates a canvas where this subtle cartographic error becomes the focal point of breathtaking beauty and extreme rarity. Rarity is the lifeblood of coin collecting, and the 1972 Type 2 Eisenhower dollar is rare to the point of being legendary. While the overall mintage for 1972 Philadelphia dollars was a staggering 75.89 million, the Type 2 variety was not a planned production run but a monumental accident. It is now widely accepted that a single reverse die, originally intended for proof coinage, was mistakenly used to strike circulation coins. Considering that a typical die at the time could strike upwards of 100,000 coins before wearing out, it is estimated that the total mintage of the Type 2 variety is likely less than 40,000 coins across all grades. When this is filtered through the lens of condition, the numbers become astonishing. PCGS estimates that of all Type 2 dollars surviving, a mere 500 exist in mint state condition, MS60 or better, and the population drops to just 500 for those grading MS65 or higher, making it a true condition rarity where high-grade examples are almost non-existent. The market value of the 1972 Eisenhower dollar reflects this chasm of rarity, with prices ranging from a few dollars for common varieties to many thousands for the prized Type 2. For the more common Type 1 and Type 3 Philadelphia issues, a typical uncirculated example in MS63 to MS65 grade can range from $20 to perhaps a few $100s. However, the pursuit of the Type 2 is where the market truly escalates. An example certified at the MS64 level, while already a significant find, represents the entry point for serious collectors and might trade in the range of $2,000 to $2,500. The value appreciates steeply from there, with the $1,000 to $6,000 range representing a realistic market segment for truly premium specimens. An exceptional MS65 example, a coin that expert Jamie Hernandez describes as very difficult to obtain, can command $3,000 or more, with some certified examples with plus designations reaching as high as $5,000 to $7,590 at auction depending on eye appeal and market demand. The pinnacle of the series, the MS66, is so rare that it practically unheard of and sells for sums well into the 5-figure range. For collectors aspiring to add this king of Ikes to their cabinet, the path requires knowledge and caution. The first step is education. One must be able to distinguish the subtle cartographic features of the Type 2 reverse, specifically the indistinct, flattened islands, from the more common Type 1 and Type 3 designs. Given the significant price differential between varieties, professional certification by a leading third-party grading service like PCGS or NGC is not just recommended, it is essential. A certified coin guarantees the authenticity of the variety and provides a protective, tamper-evident holder that preserves the coin's delicate, mark-prone surface. Given the coin's age and large size, it is susceptible to nicks and abrasions, so storage in a non-reactive holder in a stable environment is paramount. Prospective buyers should focus on established dealers, major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers, and specialized numismatic communities where the coin's provenance and certification can be verified, ensuring that the rounded earth in their collection is the genuine article. In conclusion, the 1972 Eisenhower Dollar, particularly the Type 2 variety, stands as a singular pillar within the series, a coin where historical commemoration meets a fascinating mint era to create an object of immense numismatic significance. It represents the perfect storm for collectors: the historical importance of Eisenhower and the Apollo mission, the artistic endeavor of Frank Gasparro, and the accidental rarity of a proof die used in circulation. Its aesthetic appeal in high grades, combined with its extreme scarcity, ensures its place as a cornerstone in any comprehensive collection of modern United States coinage. For the discerning collector, the pursuit of the 1972 Type 2 is not just an investment in a piece of metal, but an investment in a compelling story of American history, minting mishaps, and the enduring human desire to seek out the rare and the beautiful. As the market for high-quality modern rarities continues to mature, this coin's value and its appeal are only poised to grow, securing its legacy for generations of numismatists to come. Next coin, the 1972 D Eisenhower Dollar, stands as a quiet giant, a coin that challenges the perception that high mintage figures preclude significant value. While millions of these clad cartwheels were produced at the DenverMint, the pursuit of the finest surviving examples has transformed this common issue into a blue-chip trophy for serious collectors. Its importance lies not in immediate scarcity from the mint, but in the profound scarcity of preservation. It is a coin where the chasm between the typical circulated or low-grade uncirculated specimen and the breathtaking superb gem is so vast that the latter commands respect, and a price tag, on par with true rarities. The market demand for these pristine gems has intensified as collectors realize the formidable challenge of assembling a high-grade set of this short-lived series. The historical backdrop of the 1972 D Eisenhower Dollar is steeped in a unique blend of national reverence and space-age optimism. Struck at the DenverMint, which produced a substantial mintage of 92,548,511 pieces for commerce, this coin emerged during a period when a large-format dollar was being revived to honor the late President Dwight D. Eisenhower, who had passed away in 1969. The coin's authorization was a tribute to a revered military leader and two-term president, but its reverse design, featuring a bald eagle landing on a cratered moon with the Earth in the distance, also immortalized humanity's greatest technological achievement. The design was adapted from the mission patch of Apollo 11, forever linking the coin to the monumental lunar landing and the patriotic fervor of the era. This combination of a presidential memorial and a celebration of American exploratory prowess gives the coin a dual historical significance that resonates deeply with collectors. Visually and technically, the 1972 D Eisenhower Dollar is a masterpiece of medallic art, even if its mass production often failed to do justice to the sculptor's intent. The obverse, designed by Frank Gasparro, presents a bold, left-facing portrait of Eisenhower, with the motto "In God We Trust" delicately incused before his neck and liberty arching above. The reverse, also by Gasparro, is the more complex and narratively rich side, showing the eagle clutching an olive branch, a symbol of peace, as it descends upon the lunar landscape. The Earth floats serenely in the background, a poignant reminder of the astronaut's perspective. Struck on a planchette with a diameter of 38.5 millimeters and weighing 22.70 grams, the coin is substantial in the hand. Its composition is a clad sandwich of 75% copper and 25% nickel outer layers bonded to a pure copper core, a combination that proved to be exceptionally hard on dies and prone to striking weaknesses, making fully realized, high-grade examples a testament to a perfect moment in the minting process. The true rarity of the 1972 D Eisenhower Dollar is a study in condition sensitivity. With over 92 million struck, it is anything but rare in lower uncirculated grades like MS60 to MS65. However, a perfect storm of factors makes the superb gem grades of MS66 and, especially, MS67 incredibly elusive. The coin's large size made it susceptible to bag marks and abrasions from jostling against other coins in mint sacks. Furthermore, the primary outlet for these dollars was casino slot machines in Nevada, where they endured immense mechanical wear and handling. Collectors at the time did not preserve them with the care afforded to silver issues. Consequently, the PCGS and NGC populations tell a stark tale. While tens of thousands exist in lower grades, the population in MS67 is minuscule, with only a handful of examples certified, and none finer at PCGS as of recent census data. This makes the 1972D one of the toughest DenverMint issues from the Type 1 era to find in top-tier condition, second only to the 1978D in sheer difficulty at the apex of the grading scale. The market value of the 1972D Eisenhower Dollar undergoes a dramatic metamorphosis as one ascends the grading ladder, easily falling within and exceeding the specified $1,000 to $6,000 range for the finest known specimens. A common example in MS65 might trade for a modest $30 to $40, reflecting its relative availability. Stepping up to MS66, the value increases, typically ranging from $60 to $120, though a piece with exceptional eye appeal or a CAC sticker can fetch several $100s. The true price explosion occurs at the MS67 level. A standard MS67 without additional designation can bring $900 to $2,250. However, for the elite MS67 Plus PCGS grade with a CAC sticker, a coin that represents the pinnacle of preservation and eye appeal, the value soars. A recent auction record for such a superlative example reached an astounding $13,200, demonstrating that for the absolute finest, the market knows no bounds. For collectors seeking a significant but not record-breaking prize, a sharp and attractive MS67 graded by a top-tier service is a formidable acquisition well within the investment-grade spectrum. For the discerning collector aiming to acquire high-grade 1972D, strategy and knowledge are paramount. Given that the value is almost entirely predicated on condition, purchasing raw, uncertified coins is strongly discouraged for this level of investment. The first and most critical step is to seek coins that have been professionally graded and encapsulated by either PCGS or NGC. The holder provides a guarantee of authenticity and a universally recognized grade. When evaluating potential purchases, pay close attention to the strike. Look for sharp detail on Eisenhower's hair and the eagle's feathers, and, most importantly, the surface quality. The coin must be free of distracting contact marks, especially in the open fields of the obverse and reverse. A coin with a CAC, Certified Acceptance Corporation, sticker indicates that it has met the strict standards for quality above its numeric grade, often commanding a significant premium. Reputable dealers at major shows, major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers, and the PCGS or NGC price guides are the best sources for pricing and acquisition. In conclusion, the 1972D Eisenhower Dollar is a cornerstone of any advanced collection of modern coinage, a piece that encapsulates a pivotal moment in American history through its tribute to a president and its celebration of the space race. Its appeal to collectors is multifaceted. It offers the historical resonance of the Eisenhower and Apollo eras, the aesthetic charm of Gasparo's design, and the intense challenge of a condition rarity. For the new collector, it represents an aspirational goal. For the seasoned numismatist, it is a testament to the patience and diligence required to build a world-class set. As the generations of collectors who remember the Apollo missions grow, and as new enthusiasts discover the series, the demand for these pristine, time capsule examples is poised only to strengthen, solidifying its status as a modern classic with a luminous future. Second coin, the 1978D Eisenhower Dollar occupies a fascinating dual role as both a common piece of pocket change and, in its loftier states of preservation, a coveted trophy for the serious collector. While millions were struck for commerce, the pursuit of the perfect, gem-quality example transforms this late-series issue into a coin of significant value and intrigue. Its appeal lies not in immediate rarity, but in the immense challenge of locating one that has survived the last 4 decades without the slightest blemish, a pursuit that drives dedicated enthusiasts to scrutinize rolls and auctions with unwavering focus. The coin stands as a monument to the end of an era, the final year of the large-format dollar before it was replaced by the ill-fated Susan B. Anthony coin, making a pristine 1978D a tangible piece of concluding chapter in American currency history. The historical backdrop against which the 1978D Eisenhower Dollar was minted is one of transition and quiet finality. By 1978, the initial enthusiasm for the large-clad dollar had long waned. with the public showing little interest in using the bulky coins in daily commerce. They were primarily produced for casino use in Nevada, and for inclusion in annual uncirculated mint sets sold to collectors. The DenverMint, renowned for producing coins with sharper strikes and superior luster compared to its Philadelphia counterpart, churned out 33,012,890 of these dollars. This production run occurred during the final months of the series authorization. On October 10, 1978, President Jimmy Carter signed legislation for a new, smaller dollar coin. For a brief period, the mint struck both the final Eisenhower dollars and the first Susan B. Anthony dollars concurrently, making the 1978 D the last of its kind ever produced for general circulation. The coin's design is a masterpiece of medallic art that captures both a revered American figure and the nation's greatest technological achievement of the era. The obverse, designed by Chief Engraver Frank Gasparo, presents a dignified left-facing portrait of Dwight D. Eisenhower, his image as president rather than general, with the motto "In God We Trust" appearing boldly before his neck and Gasparo's subtle FG initials infused on the bust truncation. The reverse is perhaps even more iconic, adapted from the official Apollo 11 mission patch designed by astronaut Michael Collins. It depicts a bald eagle descending upon the lunar surface, an olive branch of peace in its talons, with a stunning view of the Earth, North America prominently visible, hovering in the space-black field above. In high mint state grades, the contrast between the frosted devices and the satiny or even lightly reflective fields of this copper-nickel-clad coin, weighing 22.68 grams and measuring 38.1 millimeters in diameter, creates a visual spectacle that belies its base metal composition. Rarity for the 1978 D Eisenhower dollar is almost exclusively a function of condition, a concept known as conditional rarity. With a mintage exceeding 33 million, the issue itself is common, and even most uncirculated examples are readily available. The vast majority of these coins, however, were stored in government-issued mint bags, where they jostled against one another, acquiring the myriad of small contact marks, or bag marks, that plague the series. The true rarity lies in the few examples that escape this fate, exhibiting pristine, mark-free surfaces, full, unbroken luster, and a sharp strike. The numismatic marketplace reflects this scarcity with extreme prejudice. While a typical mint State 65 example might trade for a modest sum, the populations at the highest grades plummet. As of 2025, PCGS had certified a mere 17 coins at the MS67 level, with NGC reporting 31, making such a specimen a true condition census coin. The market value of the 1978 D Eisenhower dollar demonstrates a dramatic value inflection point as one ascends the grading scale, firmly placing the finest known examples within the specified range. A typical uncirculated coin might command only a small premium over face value, but the pursuit of perfection drives prices upward exponentially. Auction records illustrate this vividly. An example graded MS67 by PCGS sold for $7,050 in 2017, a figure that reflects the extreme difficulty of the grade. However, more recent transactions have shown a market correction while still commanding strong four-figure sums. In late 2024, a PCGS MS67 with attractive light golden brown toning realized $3,840 at Stack's Bowers. Similarly, NGC MS67 specimens have consistently sold in the range of $2,100 to $2,520 in recent auctions, placing them squarely within the $1,000 to $6,000 spectrum. Even a remarkable MS67 example with a distinctive peg leg variety, where the base of the R in Liberty shows polishing marks, carries a wholesale bid of approximately $5,000. For collectors aspiring to own a world-class 1978 D, the path to acquisition demands knowledge and patience. The single most important piece of advice is to seek coins already certified by a reputable third-party grading service such as PCGS, NGC, or ANAX, as the difference between a sharply struck MS66 and a conditional rarity MS67 can be a single, nearly invisible contact mark, and only experts can reliably make this distinction. Collectors should focus on eye appeal, seeking coins with original, unblemished surfaces and strong cartwheel luster, while avoiding those with distracting toning or hairlines from improper cleaning. Given the coin's large size, proper storage in a museum-quality acrylic holder or capsule within a controlled environment is essential to prevent the copper-nickel surfaces from developing unsightly spots or dulling over time. Auctions from major houses like Heritage, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections are the primary venues for acquiring these top-tier specimens. In summary, the 1978 D Eisenhower dollar stands as a compelling testament to the principle that in numismatics, condition is king. It is a coin of historical resonance, marking the end of the large dollar format and immortalizing both a beloved president and America's lunar triumph. Its aesthetic appeal, particularly in high grades, rivals that of coins struck in precious metals. For the collector, it offers a challenging and rewarding pursuit, the chance to own not just a date from a mint set, but a pristine artifact that represents the very pinnacle of modern minting quality from the DenverMint. While the path to finding a true MS-67 example is fraught with difficulty and significant expense, the acquisition of such a piece provides not only a store of value with proven auction performance but also the profound satisfaction of possessing one of the finest surviving examples of the last Eisenhower dollar ever made.